All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone. And peace and salutation to the elect. All right. That's laboring in His truth, believing in the Word. The title of this one gonna be low vibrational death culture, right? Low vibrational death culture, because living in this society is very vexing to us that know this truth. You know what I'm saying? That are involved in this ministry, okay? And we're against the society, all right? And it's vexing to see what's going on with our people, and it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing, okay? Every time you hop on social media, you know what I'm saying, you go in the shade room, you go on these different sites, and it's embarrassing as hell, looking at Jake, the way they're out there looking simple as hell, and it's very embarrassing, it's shameful, okay? And Jake, you gotta do better, and if you don't do better, you're gonna be destroyed, and that's the bottom line, you see, because we're coming back to the old ways, to the old paths. You know what I'm saying? That low vibrational culture, that deaf, that black culture, you know what I'm saying? This whole hood ghetto mentality it's just the ways of death, man. All right, and it says Job chapter 8:8. It says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of your fathers, of their fathers." Right? You know what I'm saying? For instance, our fathers, man, our forefathers, our people, we were always, you know what I'm saying, we're a regal people. We're a royal people, man. Our people, you know what I'm saying? You look at Jake today, boy, they just, they're just low vibrational, man. They're just sad, okay? This is surely a people robbed and spoiled, These are people robbed and spoiled, people with no direction, or people with no confidence, or people with no, you know what I'm saying? People that's destroyed, totally destroyed, man. Okay? A people that's just low, Okay? Low in comparison to the rest of the nations, man. The rest of the nations, they got their parents in the house. You know what I'm saying? They got their mama, they got their daddy. Everything is cool. They don't go through the shit that you go through, as Israelites. You know what I'm saying? They don't have arrest records and warrants and all kind of different shit, out on their person. And Jake, they take pictures, right? They take pictures like, cuffing season. And the motherfucker, the nigga will have an ankle monitor on and shit, on some ghetto hood rat shit, bro. Baby mama music, right? You look at the BET Awards, right? Last night was the BET Awards. The BET Awards is supposed to represent black culture, man. It's some embarrassing shit, bro. For Jake, man, you got Latino, Native Americans, Negroes over there just acting a fool, man, on the red carpet, half dressed, bugged out, looking strange. All right, they're looking strange out there, bro. Okay. They're out there looking strange, man. Our people out there looking strange, stranger than fiction, Our people out there, you know what I'm saying, they're the leaders in Mo culture. Lil Nas and Janelle Monáe and all them, they're the leaders. They're the leaders of this LGBT culture, man, of this wicked demonic culture. All right. These rappers, these entertainers, these producers, all these people, man. All right. So it says regal. So we're a royal people, man. A beautiful people, a people that's after the Most High God, that's made after the image of the Most High God, and You know what I'm saying? The precious sons of Zion, you know, have been compared to what? Dross, man. In these days, it says regal, kingly, pertaining to a king. Your spirit, our spirit is that of the Most High, which is a king. You know, a kingly royal spirit, man. Hey, shalom, shalom. So, you know, this is pitiful. You know, you see you see Mexicans, they're low, they got a low vibration on them. All the music is just some, you know, Simeon and Ephraim. I mean, which I you know, I listen to some of the shit sometimes, but it's all repetitive bullshit. You know, take adultery. You know, it's all about popping somebody else's wife and shit. It's always about some evil stuff, man. Okay, tattoos and drugs. It's all about drugs and how to pimp out, you know, the Israelite woman. You know, it's never about, you know, anything positive. The culture is not positive. It's not about family. It's not about the Most High. It's not about truth. It's not about order. There's no order amongst our people. There's no type of order, man. Okay? That's why the Lord's going to destroy the so-called black community, the so-called Latino community, because it's just filth. It's nothing but filth. Okay? The so-called dating culture is just some debauchery, you know. Then, you know what I'm saying, these women are completely rebellious. All right, they're completely rebellious because of this society. Okay, so the Most High is gonna hit that reset button. Matter of fact, real quick. Okay, let me finish reading. It says royal, kingly, belonging to a king, regal, right? Worthy of a king. See, our people are not worthy of being called Israelites right now. they're not worthy of being called priests, a nation of kings and priests, right? They're worthy to be called niggers and spicks. And that's what the Lord has you labeled as up to this day. It says move in a straight line. See, our people are crooked, man. They're crooked as hell. Okay, it says who can make a crooked thing straight, right? Our people are crooked as hell. They ain't straight. The women are all bisexuals. All of them deal with women. Then a lot of the men are moles. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's into drugs. Everybody's into everybody's into debauchery. That's what Jake is into. Santeria. You know, they're into different religions and shit. All right, zodiac signs. They're into all kind of wickedness instead of being mothers. You know, they rather be thought pockets. You know, Isaiah 40:30. The voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord, and make straight in the desert a highway for our power. It says every valley shall be exalted, every mountain hill shall be made low, and the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain. Right? The crooked shall be made straight. So the Lord's gonna make you straight, make you Israelite straight. If you don't get it on this side, by way of the truth, okay, by way of this word, you're gonna be destroyed, and you're gonna come back and move in a straight line in the kingdom. You know, you're gonna move in a straight line. You see, you're gonna get straight. You're not okay. A man is supposed to deal with a woman, and a woman is supposed to deal with a man. All right, and they're supposed to bear fruit, which is the children, and they're supposed to take care of each other and build the nation that way. You know, and if the man has 1 or 2 or 3 wives, you know, that's bigger nation building right there. You know, that's more kids. That's more brothers and sisters. That's more wealth. And that's why we used to do that in Israel, ancient Israel, man. Okay, today what you have is polygamy being done in a wicked ass way, where like I was just watching this one. I mean, you watch like these YouTube like influencers and shit, and they'll have like 20 women against one guy, and they'll have these dating shows where, and at the end of the I think the dude's name was Love No More, some shit like that, right? Doesn't really matter, but he had the baby, and the baby was up there, right? And they were all basically trying to get with the baby. But at the end of the show, he took three women, you know. But it was on some thought pocket shit. Like there was some hoes, you know, with blonde wigs and BBLs and all this different shit. But they didn't have a problem being that man's wife or being his side chicks, as long as he would take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that the baby got all his fucking money and all this shit. So that's a natural process in women. Women always gravitate towards the power, and they've always they've always never really had a problem with being, you know what I'm saying, or with a man having other women aside from her. Matter of fact, women like men that get other women. You know what I'm saying? That's just a natural thing. So, real quick, yeah, everything's out of order right now. Everything's completely out of order, man. So things are gonna be put back in order, and it's going. And one of the main things gonna put back in order are you women out there, man. All right. So this is Esther 1:9. It says, also Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house which belonged to King Ahasuerus. Right. This is the King Ahasuerus, who they call Xerxes. Right. When you click on the name, they said he had 127 provinces under his possession. So imagine how many women he had, right? Okay, so she refused his command, right? It says verse 10. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehum, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, and Agabatha, Zethra, Carcass, and the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king to bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princes her beauty, for she was fair to look upon. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's command by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. Right? So she refused to take heed to the command, right? It says, then the king said to the wise men which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew the law and judgment. And the next the next unto him was Karshena, Shurtha, Admatha, Tarshish, Meres, Marshena, Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to the law? Because she had not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains. And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen have not done wrong to the king only, but also to the princes. See, it was like an offense to the whole realm that this woman would be out of order, talking shit. That was an offense to the realm. Okay, not only did she do wrong to the king by refusing his command, but she also wronged the princes and to all the people that are in the provinces of King Ahasuerus. It says, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women. Right? They're going to hear this, right? That see, because women, they see what other women do and they copy that, right? That's why they follow trends and stuff like that. If they see one woman doing something, they'll follow it, most of them, right? So it says, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. See, for this deed of the queen, her not obeying, right? This deed will come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen, thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. So if it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. Hey, so she got stripped of her robes and titles. She's lucky she didn't get her head cut off. Real shit, But she got her goodies taken from her, right? She got her goodies taken from her. Her royal estate and her titles and her lands, right, was given to another. Basically banished, right, for not listening. So these modern day women of today, what do? They see other women talking shit, being in niggas' faces, and they see one of them put another nigga on child support and get all this different money. They see the example of whoredom going on, so they follow suit, right? So this is why the woman's supposed to be in subjection, right? Because you see, even back then, even this king right here, Ahasuerus, even them, who the Persians and the Medes, they weren't even Israelites, but they understood order, man. You know, they understood that, look, these women are not in order. Our society's gonna fall apart. And this is the death culture that we're living in today. This fucking, hey, y'all about to break it down, bro. They're gonna this death culture we live in today is just a never-ending fucking cycle of disrespect between the woman to the man and the man to the woman. You know, the reason why these dudes got to put their hands on these women, because it just gets out of control. Like, a woman is supposed to listen. She's supposed to obey your commands, you know. And a lot of times these jakes, they just lose their minds, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, you should be doing that type of shit, but at the end of the day, that's why judgment goes forth. At the end of the day, that's why judgment goes forth, because the Spirit of the Lord, it says that what jealousy is the rage of a man. That the Lord will put the Spirit on Jake to start judging these women out here, man. All right, this is why it happens, because they're out of fucking order, man. They're supposed to be in order. Okay, so it says, and when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both great and small. You know, all the wives, you see, shall give. They're supposed to give their husbands honor, both great and small. You see, the scriptures say, them that sin rebuke before all, that others may fear, right? So when somebody, when you're doing wickedness, you're supposed to make an example out of that one person, so that the others may fear. Like, when somebody committed adultery, they would get put to death in front of the whole congregation, in front of the whole town, so that everybody would know this is what's going to happen to your ass if you commit some adultery. If you do some bullshit, your ass gets stoned to death, or you get burnt if you cheat on your husband, if you go around playing the whore in your father's house. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Right? But today there's no consequences for the actions of Jake. Like, they go to, a lot of the times, these little niggas, they run around the streets, they go commit all kind of crimes. Esau will release them right back into the streets. You know? They get slapped on the wrist. Okay, like over there in the Philippines, the president just put drug dealers to death. He just put them to death, and that's really what you're supposed to do, because the scripture says you shall not suffer a witch to live. A witch is a warlock. All right, a witch, warlock, a pharmaceutical. If you're selling drugs to your people, that's witchcraft. Okay, you selling drugs that could kill these people. Yeah, your own people and your own community, right? Instead of working like everybody else, or figuring it out some other kind of way, you want to make money quick. All right, and that's this culture that we live in. That's the society. We live in a society that's everything's quick. You turn on the TV and you're watching BMF. Everything's BMF, Snowfall, Power, El Señor de los Cielos, some bullshit, man. Some chick with silicone tits and ass, you know, is over there twerking for she's twerking for a drug lord or a rapper or capo, you know. Like, this is not who we are as a people. We're not some cholos and fucking you know, that's not who we are. That was created by Esau. Esau put us in that damn spirit, man. Because before this devil came here, we were actually keeping our laws and doing the right thing, and we was actually, you know, or at least trying. But this devil came down here, you know, and fucked everything up. We was living peaceably, you see. But this devil, wherever he goes, he always causes chaos, man. You see. So let me read that again. Esther 1:20. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and to small. See? So even if a man was poor back then, his woman would give him honor, man. Today, boy, let you be poor, boy. Your woman won't even give you no ass. You know, she's trying to leave you. She's trying to look up for the next guy that got the more money than you, right? Or she might not even, you know, she might not even mess with you at all, right? This is the first thing she want to know. What do you do for work? What do you do for work? How much money you make? You know, you know, because it's normal for her to look for her safety or whatever. But these women take it overboard. They want the nigga to make $200,000 a year when they don't even make half of that. They want them to make $1 million plus. You know, he got to be a scammer. He got to make quick money and shit. Because everything in this society is geared towards them living in this fucking fantasy, man. You know, Because it's social media. Everybody got to make all this quick money and live this fucking life, right? Where they traveling every day and buying Givenchy and Gucci and driving in Maybachs and Mercedes and shit and Teslas, right? Everybody want a Lamborghini, but none of them want to fucking work. They all want to scam their way to becoming successful. But in this world, to be successful, you got to be evil and wicked, you know. Because Esau set up this society to enslave you Negro Latinos. You weren't brought here to succeed, man. Yeah, kind put away all the evil from among Israel. That's right. Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. See, our women are supposed to be good girls, man, with their husbands, man. You know, taking care of the children in the house. You see, homebodies, as it says, right? Not to be a whore. Prostitute not your daughter to cause her to be a whore. Lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. Yeah, well, that's why you see this land full of wickedness. Okay, these women are walking around destroying the community, you know, and then the niggas are destroying the community too, because they shooting each other and killing each other and shit, and they're leaving their kids behind, you know. They're just popping these women. They don't teach these young men, like even us. They didn't teach us to like in school and the culture. The culture didn't teach us to like, oh, love your wife and all that, and take care of her. It's all about popping her and then dipping on her, you know, and then, you know, moving on to the next and playing this and that. When you could have women getting women is a beautiful thing, but it's supposed to be done in order. You could have 5, 6 wives, you know, but you know you're supposed to take care of business, right? When you're dealing with them, it's not just about popping them and just dipping. That's the culture. That's the black culture. The culture is to pop all these women and leave them and then brag about it later, you know, while you got all these kids with no father and all this different shit, right? And that's the culture, you know, abortions. That's why all these abortions happen, because one, the relationships are not serious, right? Like the woman's just running around loose, and then, you know, she's getting hit by all these different men, and then the men is not taking care of them, you know, the kids and shit. So it just breeds confusion, broken homes and chaos and trauma and shit, right? This is why the Lord got to come back and hit the reset. My bad. It said Proverbs 6:34. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, will he not spare in the day of vengeance? Yeah. You know, these women are supposed to be married to the men. You know, they're supposed to be married to their men. They're not supposed to be running these streets. You know. Okay, that you know. You see so many cases, Jake. You know, they dragging a woman out the club. Okay, they doing all this different shit. They dragging a woman out to somebody else's house and shit. Like, the shit is crazy. Like, the shit that Jake goes through in this society is some abnormal shit. Like, it's insane, you know? Like, your woman is literally like weaponized against you. She don't love you, you know? She don't love the kids, you know? She just sees you as like some type of fucking free meal ticket, you know? Like, this whole dating culture is terrible. It's some terrible shit. You see? But you niggas are comfortable living this type of lifestyle, man. Okay, we want to get the fuck up out of here so we don't have to keep experiencing this shit, you know. All right, experiencing this vexation. All right, Proverbs 6:35. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. That's right. Yeah, because a man and his woman, that's his, like, you know, the scripture say that's the glory of the man, his woman. Right. So a lot of the times when these gang killings go on and all this different shit, because niggas is hitting each other's women and shit, and they get mad and angry at each other, and you know, it's all a pride and ego thing at the end of the day, you know, because that goes back to the scriptures, because the woman is your possession. She's supposed to be yours. That's your woman, right? It says 2 Peter 2:5. It says, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. See, the old world, right? The first death, it was brought upon because the people were fucking evil and wicked. Okay, they were doing ungodliness, man. You know, the Lord said He saw every thought of man was wicked. It was just straight evil. You know, it was just debauchery. You know, it was just you know, nothing but orgies and all kind of stuff. You know. Like it is today. When you watch that movie Babylon, you gotta watch that movie Babylon. I mean, it's hard to watch. I ain't even gonna lie. It's some debauchery shit, boy. Like, the whole movie is like a damn orgy. you know, with Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie. And but they show you, like, in these Hollywood, that's America. That's the spirit of America. They're popping midgets. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all kind of shit. They got horses and all kind of shit, animals, monkeys. You know, it's just a one big ass party. That's what America is, man. For the ones that have money, for the elites, America's like one big ass party where you could get anything you want. Okay. That's why these people that love America, they're steeped in wickedness. Okay, because they see what this society provides. It provides the fulfillment of the flesh. You know, any kind of sexual desire you want, you can fulfill it here. You know, you could pop an animal, you could do all kind of shit, and the scriptures speak against all this shit. But this is what America pushes. Okay, they got satanic. They literally do satanic rituals out in the open, man. Down there at the Marriott right here in the city. They had a satanic convention, man, because them niggas up there in Salem, they got the witch covens and all that shit, right? And then they came down here to the city, man. They had the big ass convention, man, at the Heinz Convention Center, man. All kind of fucking Satanists just up there, just pushing the devil, you know, pushing trans agendas and shit, right? Out in the open, before they had to lie about it, you know, and cover it up. They had to cover it up using Disney. They had to cover it up using all this shit. But now they don't cover it up no more, man. Everything's just out in the open. So it says, verse 6. 2 Peter 3 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those who should afterward live ungodly. See? So Sodom and Gomorrah was made an example, man, you know, to those that should live ungodly, that will come after. So America's gonna be made an example, man. America's gonna be made one big ass example of what happens when a nation lives ungodly, and when they oppress the children of Israel, man. But this place just stands for nothing but evil, man. But hold on, real quick, Salaki. Salaki, man. All right, so it says, Judges chapter 10 and verse 6 says, and the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Most High, and served Baalim and Ashtaroth and the gods of Assyria, and the gods of Zidon and the gods of Moab, and the gods of the children of Ammon, and the gods of the Philistines, and forsook Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and served him not. You see. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel. And right now, this is what Jake is involved in. They're involved in worshiping the gods of all these other nations, right? And they did evil in the sight of the Lord. So the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and it's hot right now. It says that he sold them into the hands of the Philistines and to the hands of the children of Ammon. This is why you went into slavery. This is why you're on the bottom. This is why you got Michael Rubin and Robert Kraft rubbing up on all these rappers and signing all their deals and cutting them back. This is why Leo Coin owns all you niggas out there, man. That signed up under 300 and all this QC. You know, you're owned by the so-called Jew, man. Okay? You're bought and paid for by the so-called Jew. Okay? It says, verse 8, in that year they vexed and oppressed the children of Israel. See? 18 years. All the children of Israel that were on the other side in Jordan, in the land of the Amorites, which is called Gilead. See? The heathens were set up to oppress and vex Israel, man. And they're doing that to this day. Moreover, the children of Ammon passed over Jordan to fight also against Judah and against Benjamin and against the house of Ephraim. so that Israel was sore distressed. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, saying, we have sinned against thee in both, because we have forsaken our God and also served Baalim. And the Lord said unto the children of Israel, did I not deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites and from the children of Ammon and from the Philistines? And the Zidonians also and the Amalekites and the Maonites did oppress you. All these nations oppressed us, man. It says, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hands. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, and let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. It says, and the children of Israel said unto Yahweh Shemashai, we have sinned, do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day. And they put away the strange gods from among them and served the Lord. And his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. See, that's what Jay got to do. They got to put off the strange gods that's among them, you know. And the elect is doing that right now, man. All right, the elect is putting off those strange gods and come back to the worship of their power, of their one true power. Okay, like it says in Baruch 5:5, real quick. Baruch 5:5, it says, arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about thee toward the east, and behold, thy children gather from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High. For they departed from thee on foot, and were led away of their enemies, but the Most High bringeth them unto thee exalted with glory as children of the kingdom. Yeah, we're the children of the kingdom. See, everybody looking for, you know, who's the Israelites and who's the Lord, you know. Everybody on the earth is confused about who's this and who's that, right? Well, you about to find out that the Negro Latino American is the Lord's chosen people, man. All right, it says, for the Most High hath appointed that every high hill and banks of long continuance should be cast down. All these governments, right? All these kingdoms and valleys filled up, to make even the ground, that Israel may go safely in the glory of the Most High. Yeah, because as long as these other nations are ruling, we can't go safely, all right? Because you see, we just read Judges 10, how they oppress us, man. You see how they treat us. You see how they deal with us. You know, it says, for the Most High shall lead Israel with joy in the light of his glory, with the mercy and righteousness that cometh from him. See, so the Most High is going to lead us by the hand. He's going to take us by the hand out of the hands of our oppressors, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it says, Micah 2:10, rise and depart, for this is not your rest. Because this place is going to fucking destroy you, man. All right, if you trust in the shadow of Egypt, man, you dead. You done for. All right? You done for. You're like a zombie. All right? You're like a damn zombie. You're like a low vibrational creature, man. You know? Just roaming around. You know, you just look at Jake. Just look at him, man. They're just low. They got a low vibration on them, man. They fill themselves with folly, with things that are not profitable unto them, man. Vanity. Okay, the men are feminine. The men are feminine, man. The women are masculine as hell. Okay, the children are out of order. Everything is just messed up, man. And everybody's just taking selfies, but they have no knowledge of themselves. You know, so, all the selfies, but no knowledge of self. Like one meme I saw the other day, you know, it was a good meme, man. You know, I had to put it up there. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 13. I gave my heart to seek and understand out wisdom. See how people don't have no wisdom, right? And concerning all things that are done under the heaven, this sore travail hath the Most High given to the sons of man, to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity, vexation of spirit. Yeah, everything that goes on in this society is just bullshit, bro. It's all pointless. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna come to naught. You know, these people are they want to be rappers, entertainers. They want to do this and want to do that. You know, but when is all this shit gonna end? You see, that's what we're looking forward to. The end of all this cycle of niggardry. It's just a big ass cycle of niggardry. You know, like Uncle Rucker says, powerful niggardry afoot. There's powerful niggardry afoot, man, amongst Jake, you know. Okay, when you repent, you come out of that nigga dark culture, man, that black ass culture. You come out of that simple mentality, man. Of you not knowing your worth. Hey, I did the video yesterday, right? You don't, what was the title? You don't know your you don't know how powerful you truly are, right? And you as Israelites, you don't really understand who you are as a people, man. You know, if you did understand, you would hold yourselves in a higher esteem and regard. You wouldn't be fraternizing with these other nations, man. These other nations are beneath us as people. Like, they are really low vibrational individuals, but they look at us like we ain't shit, because look at how Jake acts, man. Like, they ain't got no fucking sense. Okay, but actually we're above them in the spirit of the Lord. The Lord chose us to be a holy people, a separate people unto himself, peculiar people, you know. So so it says, verse 15, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. I commune with my heart, saying, lo. Yeah, so you Negro Latinos, 2/3 of you can't be made straight unless it comes down to the destruction, to death. That's how you're going to be made straight. Okay, the same must know it after death by pain, right? It says, Ecclesiastes 1:16, I commune with my own heart, saying, lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yeah, my heart had great experience of knowledge and wisdom, and I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. And I perceived that this is also vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom much grief, and he that increaseth in knowledge increaseth in sorrow. This is why most of the time you see brothers, like, you know what I'm saying, we're in an austere, mad spirit about the shit we see here. You know, what the fuck is there to be happy about in this society? You know, all you get is nothing but bad news. You know, all the time, oh, this person died, that person died, you know. Matter of fact, when somebody dies, it's actually pretty good. Not good in the sense of like, oh, we're celebrating his death, but in the sense of like, he's not suffering no more, man. You know, he's not down here suffering. Because this life ain't nothing but suffering. That's all it is. And you catching all kind of hell from all different angles and sides and shit. You know, that's what this life is all about. Just suffering, man. Okay, so when Jake, you know, passes away, you escape this hell, you know, that we living in here, man. Okay. But when the Lord Yahushua returns, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be an eternal rest for his people. Okay. For his people. This is not our rest. This society is not our rest. This fucking weird ass American culture is not it. This is not it. Eating chitlins and fried chicken and shit is not our traditions, man. We're the sons of the Most High God, and our women are princesses, not sluts. You see, and they should be with their men. They shouldn't be fucking with these other nations and shit. Yes, last time we was out there on Saturday, we seen this one you know, good looking sister, whatever. But she was with this fucking heathen, man. And we was like, say it ain't so, say it ain't so. And we didn't even like say nothing to her, but like we was just like, oh, say it ain't so, say it ain't so. And we was like, you know, looking at her direction and all that. So we didn't like point her out and nothing like that. But she knew we was talking about her ass, man. Cause she knew goddamn well she shouldn't be messing with no sand nigga. She shouldn't be messing with no dot head. You see? You women belong to us. You Israelite women, you belong to the Israelite man, you see? You don't belong to these fucking other nations, man. But you over there hoeing around doing that because the Most High put the Spirit on you to do it. Okay? Because we rebelled against the Most High. It says this here in Nehemiah chapter 1 and verse 26. Nevertheless, they were disobedient. They rebelled against thee and cast thy law behind their backs and slew thy prophets which testified against them to turn to thee. See, that's what we're doing now. But our people, they slay us because we tell them the truth. They try to come up against us and kill us and shit, right? And they slew their prophets, the prophets that were sent to testify against them to turn to thee, and they were wrought against great provocations. Or they wrought great provocations. It says, therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies who vexed them. See, right now you're getting vexed by your enemies, man. Okay? You're being oppressed on all sides. Okay, they're firing you from your jobs. You know, your life hangs in the balance. You don't know how you're gonna make ends meet. You don't know how you're gonna take care of business and shit, right? We shouldn't be living like this as Israelites, man. This was never the intention, but this is what you niggas want. You keep playing with your daddy, the Most High, the Most High is gonna the Most High is gonna spank that ass like He's already done. Okay, but the majority of you, this is how you're gonna have to get it. This is how you're gonna have to understand. Okay, Jake. Even when you look at the young kids, right? When you see these kids, when you talk to them all nicely and shit, like you deal with them in school and stuff like that, right? Like the teachers, they talk to them nicely and all this different shit. That's what they'll try to like tell you as a parent. Like you're supposed to like, now you're supposed to put your foot up their ass, man. All right, and they're supposed to learn order and structure in the house, man. And when they go to school, their fucking school is not supposed to be telling them, all this soft ass shit, letting them be manipulated and all this different stuff. Like these children need to be up under subjection, up under order, up under rulership, so that they can learn how to respect their authorities, respect the elders that come before them, respect a man, respect a woman, respect the teachers, It's very important how the morals of the child or the person, And we don't have any morals in our society, man. More than likely, all you have is dysfunction, You have these little kids that are disrespectful, Because this is what Jake grows up in. They grow up in disrespectful fucking households where the mama is talking all kind of shit to the dad if he's even there, The nigga's a game banger. He's bringing hoes all throughout the house and shit. They're seeing, like, it's all kind of different shit, man. So Jake grows up in terrible environments, toxic environments, man. It says, thou deliverest them in the hands of their enemies who vex them. See, in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven. And according to thy manifold mercies, thou gavest them saviors who saved them out of the hand of their enemies. See? And the Lord's going to set up 144,000 men, saviors, man, that's going to mount up upon the Mount Zion. He's saying to judge the Mount of Esau. All right? And the angels and Yahushua himself is going to come down here too to save our people. Because that's how bad shit is going to get. Jake is going to be out here getting persecuted in the streets. You women going to be out here getting raped and grabbed up and stuff, man. That's how things going to be, okay? All right, Jacob's trouble pop off and all this different shit, man. You're going to be fearing for your life. In these times when the government, is not there to call no more. All kind of uncertainty is happening, right? The Lord said, shall there be evil in the street and the Lord have not, in the city and the Lord have not done it. The Lord's the one that's going to be bringing down his hell. So you're going to have to be down with the Lord's program to escape what's coming. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It says Lamentations 4. Nah, damn, my bad. Obadiah 1 and verse 21. And saviors shall come up upon Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. You see? So the Lord's going to set up saviors to help Israel, right? He's going to set up his men. It says, according to thy manifold mercies, thou gavest them saviors who saved them out of the hand of their enemies. Okay. In verse 28, but after they had rest, they did evil again before thee. Therefore leftest thou them in the hand of their enemies up to this day. The scriptures say we are yet this day in our captivity. So that they that had dominion over them, yet when they returned and cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven. And many times didst thou deliver them according to thy mercies. See? The Lord is long-suffering and merciful with his people. But you niggas, you take it for advantage. So this is the last time you're going to receive the mercy. This is the last time you're going to receive the mercy. Nehemiah 9:29, and testifies against them that thou mightest bring them again unto thy law. Yet they dealt proudly and hearkened not unto thy commandments, but sinned against thy judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them, and withdraw the shoulder and harden their neck and would not hear. It says, yet many years didst thou forbear them, and testified against them by the Spirit in thy prophets. Yet would they not give ear, therefore gavest thou them into the hand of the people of all the lands. All these other nations, man. Nevertheless, for thy great mercies' sake, thou didst not utterly consume them, nor forsake them, for thou art gracious and merciful God. Yeah. But see, Jake is walking around willfully ignorant of this mercy. They don't know that they're living by the mercy of the Lord. All these niggas that walk around past the camp, they're talking shit. You know what I'm saying? These Jake that's in the world, YouTube streaming and you know, they're living their best life in these colleges and these universities, and they're atheists. You know, they don't believe in the Most High. You know, they're all up in the churches. The Lord has literally blinded them so He could destroy them. You know, but He's giving you mercy, even though every day you're sinning against Him, spitting in His face, spitting in His Son's sacrifice. You know, right? Making His sacrifice of none effect. Right? You're trying to, right? At least with your actions, with your lack of empathy towards the Most High, with your lack of gratitude towards the Most High, man. You still want to be a Christian? We're in the year 2023, and your black ass is talking about being a Christian. You know, you still praising white Jesus and Catholicism. You still believe in Jehovah. Okay, this is our people, a simple people. Okay, you cannot put old wine in new bottles. You got to be reborn again and come to this faith, this truth. The truth, the real truth that's going to save your soul. The scripture say, James 1:21, receive with meekness, then graft the word which is able to save your souls, man. Right? Receive that word with meekness. But you see, Jake, the majority of our people are proud as hell. And that's why they're going to be left here and burnt, man. Matter of fact, Ezekiel 22 and verse 19, therefore thus saith the Lord God, because ye are become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in mine anger, and in my fury I will leave you there, and I will melt you. Ooh, boy. See, the Lord's going to leave you in America and melt your ass. Okay, because this is how you want to act towards me. I done gave you all this shit, right? Hey, brother, put it up, right? Jealousy is the rage of a man. This is how you want to act towards the Most High. This is how you want to act towards your Father. The Lord's gonna melt your ass. All right. The Lord's gonna deal with an ungrateful bastard. Okay, ungrateful, bro. Ezekiel 22 and 21. Yeah, I will gather you and blow you in the midst of my fire. Ye shall be melted in the midst thereof, as silver is melted in the furnace, in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that I, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, have poured out my fury upon you. Yep. In the day of your calamity, the Lord said He's gonna mock you when your fear comes, man. Okay. Isaiah 14:23, it says, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction. So this is that destruction the Lord is speaking about, man. Which you Negroes are going to get swept up in there, man. You want to follow after Sexy Red. You want to follow after Umar Johnson. You want to follow after AMS. And you want to follow after this other guy. You want to follow after KCNet and these other guys, man. You want to follow after all these celebrities. You know, you want to follow Kanye and all them into your destruction. Okay, you want to follow Jesus, right? Ezekiel 22:23, it says, and the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto her, thou art the land that is not cleansed nor rained upon in the day of indignation. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion, raven in the prey. They have devoured souls, they have taken the treasure and precious things, they have made her many widows in the midst thereof. Her priests have violated my law. You see? And Jake, your leaders have violated the Most High's laws, man. Okay, and have profaned my holy things. And they have put no difference between the holy and the profane. P. Diddy and all these different guys, they're profane, man. Okay? These are supposed to be the guys with all the money and all the status and the clout and the success in this world, man. Right? They're nothing but sellouts. Because this world belongs to Esau. You know, they don't help their community. They don't do shit for the people, right? They're not teaching the people the law of the Most High. They're not doing none of that. All they're doing is creating more evil, confusion, wickedness, forwarding the Mo agenda, forwarding Christianity, forwarding everything other than the truth. You see? You see that? So it says, they have put no difference between the holy and profane, neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean. And have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profane among them. Her princes in the midst thereof are like wolves, raving in the prey, to shed blood and to destroy souls and to get dishonest gain, just like Bishop Whitehead, that black monkey from Brooklyn, wherever the fuck he was. He was wearing all kind of suits, Gucci, Givenchy, right? All kind of dapper Dan suits off of the congregation. You see, all these rich motherfuckers. Who do you think they get all their money from? They're scamming you people. These YouTube influencers, all these motherfuckers. You give them all your money. You go to Fresh and Fit, give them your money. You go to all these different sites to give your money to the pastor, to the priest, so he can forgive you for your sins. Well, he's a pork chop eating himself, which is all kind of sins. He got all kind of sins in his locker. He touches kids and all kind of shit. But he's gonna forgive you for your sins, right? As long as you give the church money and all this different shit, right? The scriptures say the Lord does not dwell in temples made with hands. Can you put that, bro? Can you put that Acts 7? I think it's the 48th verse. The Most High does not dwell with temple made with hands, right? The Spirit of the Lord is dwelling within the vessels of the prophets. The vessels of the prophets are the ones that's housing the Spirit, that's being proclaimed throughout the four winds of the earth through the script, through the internet, right? On them highways and byways, where the rest of the sheep, the rest of the sheep hear the message. They hear it, and they get activated. All right, they themselves get activated. A man of understanding is going to draw it out. Matter of fact, real quick, let's get that. Let's get that. I think it's Proverbs. I read it yesterday. Oh yeah, the water. Acts 7:48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. That's right. Yeah, the Most High. He doesn't dwell in temples made with hands. You know what I'm saying? But you go up in there and you give your money. Scripture say, "My people are prepared as the flock to the slaughter." You know, the churches is like a slaughterhouse, man. Popeye's chicken is like a slaughterhouse. You know, the jail was like a slaughterhouse. Okay. TV and these different programs are like a slaughterhouse to our people, man. You know, they're led as a flock to the slaughter, man. So it says Proverbs 20:5, counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. See, so the man of the Lord is drawing out the understanding. You know what I'm saying, or bringing our people back to the understanding of who they are. You know what I'm saying. So hence why, you know, I read this here, Acts 7:48, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, right? So it says, Ezekiel 22 and 28, it says, and her prophets have endowed them with untempered mortar, seeing vanity and divining lies unto them, saying, thus saith the Lord God, and when the Lord have not spoken unto them. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery. See, your own people are oppressing you. Your own people are oppressing you, man. You know, your own people are oppressing you. Your own Jake is used to oppress Jake. You know that's called a house Negro. Okay, when you deal with the history, you have certain Jakes that was used by the white man in slavery to enslave other Jakes, infiltrators, man. Just like these cops that join the police force, and they be extra rough on their own kind. Okay, Esau uses our own kind against us, you know, because that's how demonic he is, man. Okay, so this is why they teach you lies and divine vanity, right? For that money, right? To live themselves. They don't care about you. They care about themselves. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yeah, they have oppressed the stranger. It says they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. You see, I have sought for a man among them that should make the hedge and stand in the gap before me for the land that I should destroy it, but I found none. You see, the only ones that's standing in the hedge are the prophets, are the men of the Lord, right? The rest of these people are down with the society. They're not, they don't have a problem with what the fuck is going on. Everything is cool. All right, no problem. Nothing's going on, man. Nothing, no problem. If you down with the society, then you part of the problem. You part of the issue, man. The Lord said in Psalms 94:16, "Who shall stand up for me against the evildoers, against the workers of iniquity?" Who's going to take that stand, bro? Who's going to fight? Who's going to fight against this devil? All right, in the name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because this is a fight. This is a spiritual fight, man. This is a real thing. Okay, so it says, Ezekiel 22:31. Therefore, I have poured out my indignation upon them. I have consumed them with the fire of my wrath. Their own way have I recompensed upon their heads, saith the Lord God. You see, their own way. The Lord recompensed Jacob according to their own ways. This is how you want to live? All right, nigga. This is what you're going to get. That's how you want to live? This is what you're going to get, man. Ecclesiastes 2:20. Therefore, I went about to cause my heart to despair for the labor which took under the sun. There is a man whose labor is in wisdom and knowledge and in equity, yet to a man that hath not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion. This is also vanity and great evil, right? Because you can't take nothing that you work for with you. All right. It says, "For what hath man of all his labors, and of the vexation of his heart, wherein he had labored under the sun? For all his days of sorrow." Yeah, we live in this place, and all you do is suffer. You just work. Your body breaking down and shit. You don't get to reap your labors. You don't get to sit there and enjoy the shit that you've done, because you're under oppression day and night. It says, "In his travail grief, and yet his heart taketh not rest in the night. This is also vanity." See, this is that's all fucked up, bro. But this is the condition of the battle that we're in. Living in this world, right? Living in this world, we live in this fucked up ass condition, man. I just want to get that word for vanity. This is also vanity. Strong's 1892. It says, emptiness, vanity. Okay, yeah, worthlessness, unsatisfactory, transitory. Yeah, life is just nothing but it's transitory. This life is transitory. We're just getting through this captivity. Pass without continuing. See, we have no continuing city, right? But we seek one to come. We don't have a continuing city here, man. We don't have nothing here. Hebrews 13:14. For we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. See? Seeking that city to come, that rest to come. Transitory, passing without continuing. Ephemeral, transitory. Passing, transient. Allowing passage through to cross over. See, this is not a permanent thing in America. This is not a permanent thing. Okay, this is not sustainable. This devil, he likes to use that word. Sustainability, right? Sustainability plan, the year 50-50, 2050, or the year 2030, right? You got sustainability plans. Okay. Sustainability, it says, in reference to a legal objection, blah, blah, nah. Sustainability is defined as a requirement of our generation to manage the resource base such that the average quality of life that we ensure ourselves can potentially be shared by all future generations. Right? Okay, if this devil continues to rule, there'll be no flesh left to be saved, man. So this society, this way of life is unsustainable, man. Okay? These fucking kids are gonna end up killing each other. Okay, the white man's gonna end up, you know what I'm saying, destroying all the resources of the earth, keeping it for himself, oppressing the people to the point where, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna try to make everybody a robot or a cyborg or some type of weird shit, right? So this is not sustainable, bro. This life that we live in is not sustainable. It's not bearable. See, the word sustainable means bearable. You can't bear living this. I don't see my motherfucker. I don't see myself living in this condition till I'm 50. I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I probably drop dead before then. You know, living in normal conditions, right? Because here it is. You get angry. You got. You know what I'm saying? Like we just our spirit is oppressed here, man. You know. Okay. You surrounded by all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like it just gets to a point where you just can't take it no more, man. You know, he's like, fuck that. You know, that's why a lot of these people do what they do. They commit suicide and do other different shit, right? But we have the Spirit of the Lord, so, you know, we're waiting patiently. But at the end of the day, this is not ideal, bro, okay? It's not bearable anymore, you know? Matter of fact, real quick, I'm gonna read something for you. Read something for you here. It says, Is it this one I want? Yeah, okay, this is Isaiah chapter 63, real quick. Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 7. I will mention the loving kindness of the Lord and the praises of the Lord, according to all that the Lord hath bestowed upon us, and the great goodness towards the house of Israel, which he hath bestowed upon them according to his mercies and according to the multitude of his loving kindness. For he said, surely they are my people, children that would not lie. So he was their savior. In all their affliction he was afflicted, and the angels of his presence saved them. In his love and in his pity he redeemed them, and he bare them and carried them all the days of old. See, so the Lord's going to have mercy on our people again, man, you know. But they rebelled and vexed his Holy Spirit. Therefore, he was turned to be their enemy, and he fought against them. And then he remembered the days of old, Moses, his people, saying, Where is he that brought them up out of the sea with the shepherd of his flock? Where is he that put his Holy Spirit within them? That led them by the right hand of Moses with his glorious arm, dividing the water before them, and to make himself an everlasting name. That led them through the deep as a horse in the wilderness, that they should not stumble. As a beast goeth down in the valley, the Spirit of the Lord caused him to rest. So didst thou lead thy people to make thyself a glorious name, because our name is contained within his name, right? We're supposed to be the ones bearing the image of the Godhead, of the Most High on the earth. We're supposed to carry that mantle, you know. It says Isaiah 63 and verse 15, look down from heaven and behold, from the habitation of thy holiness and of thy glory, where is the zeal and thy strength, the sounding of the bowels and of the mercies towards me? Are they restrained? Doubtless thou art our father. Though Abraham be ignorant of us, and Israel acknowledge us not, though thou, O Lord, our father, art our redeemer, thy name is from everlasting. O Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, see? And harden our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thine inheritance. The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary. We are thine. Thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name. These other nations, man. Woo. It says that you shall know that Israel has kept all thy precepts, but not the heathen. Second Ezra 1 and Second Ezra 3 and verse 36. Yep. Thou shalt find. Matter of fact, verse 35. Oh, when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. All right. So verse 19, Isaiah 63:19, we are thine, thou never bear rule over them. They were not called by thy name. See, so these other nations, you know what I'm saying, they got nothing to do with the Lord. You know, the Lord's going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. Okay, you other nations have nothing to do with our blessings, with our with what we're about to receive. And that's why you're trying to build it with us. You know, like it says in the book of Ezra, right? You try to build with us, you try to hinder our building, right? Because we wouldn't let you come amongst us and worship amongst us and be, you know, because this is not for you. This is for Israel. Isaiah 65:8, thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in a cluster, and one saved, destroy it not. For a blessing is in it, so will I do for my servants' sake, that I will not destroy them all. Okay, because there's a remnant according to grace. It says, I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains, and mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell therein. Ooh-wee. My servants shall dwell therein. It says, and Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and the valley of Achor a place for the herds to lie down in, for my people that have sought after me. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for a troop, that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall bow down all to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer, and when I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart. Right? Because we're going to, you know, the servants of the Lord will be delivered, man. But ye shall cry for sorrow of heart. Right? Because you didn't take heed. And ye shall howl for vexation of spirit. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord God shall slay thee, and shall call his servant by another name. That he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless him in the God of truth. And he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the God of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, because they are hid from mine eyes. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former things shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. So we're not gonna fucking be dealing with this nigger culture when the new kingdom comes. You know what I'm saying? When New Jerusalem comes down from heaven, the elect coming down, you know what I'm saying, establishing a new way of life. We're gonna forget all about this fucking bullshit culture, man. I don't like it. I never liked it. I never liked this thugnificent culture, man. This goddamn thugnificent culture. This fucking hatred, this emulation, this gang war culture, you know, this thug life culture, man. This gangster culture. I was never one for it, you know. Even though we all got influenced by that shit. And that culture is a lot of the reason why y'all don't have daddies, or y'all don't have a mama, or why your family is on drugs and stuff like that, man. You know, because of that fucking culture, man. And the white man who pushed it down your throats. It made you, you know. Why do you think these women like thugs? Because the society has programmed to like thugs. Why don't they like good men that work hard and, you know what I'm saying, and that are real men that are like, you know, why they all want one particular kind of nigga, some type of thug nigga that raps and, you know, because that's what they've been taught is like the epitome of, I don't know, of sexiness and shit in the black culture, you know. And that's who y'all get with. Y'all get with these thugnificent niggas, you know, and then you pay the consequences after. Okay. You pay the consequences after, man. Then you want a Russell Wilson type nigga afterwards, you know? Okay? Then that's what you want afterwards, man. But, anyways, man. Let's see. What's up with all these little scoffing niggas, man? All these little scoffers been coming on here as of late. All these little scoffers, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what time it is, but they talk about bigotry. All right, what the fuck are these people talking about, man? All right, America, you have so-called Americans and you so-called white people. This dude look like a white dude. You so-called white people ain't nothing but the biggest bigots on the earth. So what the fuck is you talking about, man? All right, this truth is not for you, man. So You find something else to do, dude. All right. Find something else to occupy your time, because the truth of the Bible is not for you, man. Okay, the scriptures say, he that's filthy, let him be filthy still. Okay, the truth is not for these particular these bug outs. You know what I'm saying? Look at these bug outs. Hey, bro, block this dude. I don't even know how to do it on here, but just block this dude. Talk about saying the nigga word. We're saying the N word. We're Israelites, man. All of our people are the Latino and the Native American. We're black people. So what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? But anyways, man, we don't give a shit what you people say, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord's gonna deal with your asses. All right. Acts chapter 5 and verse 12, it says, and by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people, and they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch, and the rest durst no man join himself to them, but the people magnified them, and believers were added added to the Lord, multitudes both men and women, insomuch that they brought forth the sick into the streets and laid them on beds and couches, that at the least the shadow of Peter passing by might overshadow some of them. It says, there came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folk, and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed, every one of them. See, so the apostles, the disciples, the men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, they was healing folk, man. And that's what these scoffers don't want. They don't want you Negro, Latino Americans to be healed. You see? They don't want you to be healed. They don't want that. They want Jake to stay in this fucking low ass condition. They want you to stay in this low ass condition. That's why they come up here and they talk all their shit and they say what they say. Because they hate to see Negro, Latino Americans understanding who they are as a people, man. And keeping their law, statutes, commandments, doing the right thing. They hate that. They want you to be some type of fucking nigga. They love that. That's what they love. That's what they love. But when they see us doing what we're supposed to be doing, that's where they get mad. But fuck them. Because at the end of the day, they can't stop this truth. They can't stop this truth. Okay, so this is Wisdom of Solomon 11, and I'll probably read read most of it and close out. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and verse 9, it says, for when they were tried, albeit but in mercy chastised, they knew how the ungodly were judged in wrath and tormented, thirsting another manner than the just. Right, the Most High, he chastised us, right, up to this day. So it says, for these thou didst admonish and try them as a father would, but the other as a severe king that thou didst condemn and punish. Whether they were absent or present, they were vexed alike. See, Jake, we're all vexed alike, you know. The elect, 2/3, right? Everyone was vexed alike. It says, for a double grief came upon them, and a groaning for the remembrance of the things past. When they heard by their own punishments the other to be benefited, they had some feeling of the Lord, for whom they rejected with scorn when he was long before thrown out at the casting forth of the infants. Him in the end, when they saw what came to pass, they admired. But for the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason, and vile beasts. And that's you tribes, man. Thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance, that they might know that wherewith a man sinneth, by the same shall he be punished. See? The wages of sin is death, Romans 6:23, right? It says, verse 17, for the almighty hand that made the world of matter without form wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears and fierce lions. The Lord, the Lord's the one that sent these plagues on you, or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out. This is the emergency test, right, from this devil. You got the emergency test. Yeah, it made my shit go in and out, man. But that's the emergency test from Esau, man, from the white man. You see? coming in on all these phones, all these devices, showing you who controls the society. All right, it's not you Negro, Latinos, the Americans. It's this white man behind the scenes. You see all these phones, all the devices. Got that Amber Alert, or not Amber Alert. What do you call it? The emergency test. So all these devices are all linked, man. Okay, through the prince of the power of the air, right? You so-called white people, man, and that rule through Satan, man. Okay, it says we battle not against flesh and blood, right? But the rulers of the darkness of this place. Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers and against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, so this is why you that's you devils that send that control the society, man. Okay, so back in Wisdom of Solomon 11 and verse 19, wherefore not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. Yeah, and without these might they have fallen down with one blast, being persecuted of vengeance, and scattered abroad throughout the breadth of thy power. But thou hast ordered all things in measure, number, and weight, and height. For thou canst show thy great strength at all times when thou wilt. And who may withstand the power of thy arm? For the whole world before thee is as a little grain of the balance, yea, as a drop of the morning dew that falleth down upon the earth. But thou hast mercy upon all. For thou canst do all things, and winkest at the sins of men, because they should amend, right? For thou lovest all things that are, and the sins of all men is talking about Israel. The Lord winks at the ignorance of Israel, not these other nations, all right? These other nations, first of all, they didn't get the law in the first place. They never received the law. You so-called white people, you other nations, you Chinese, right? These other nations never received the laws of the Most High. The Most High was never dealing with them, okay? So it says, for thou lovest all things that are, and abhorrest nothing which thou hast made. For never wouldest thou have made anything if thou hatest it. And how could anything have endured it if not by thy will, or been preserved if not called by thee? But thou sparest all, for they are thine, O Lord, thou lover of souls. See? So the Lord created all things for his own pleasure, for himself, and everything obeys his will. Pursuant to Sirach 18:3. Right? All things obey the Most High's will. So he has power to create Esau and to destroy Esau, and to put him down for the things that he's done, because he's the one that created all things, man. And in his mercy, he did give Esau a time to rule, man, which is now. And look what he's done with the earth, man. So you Negro, Latino, and the Americans, you gotta come back to the fact that you're Israelites, man. All right, or die in your stupidity and your wickedness, man, and your ignorance. Okay, because this society, this way of life, this culture is not it. This is not the way that we're supposed to be keeping, man. In this world, this is not the ideal life, for us as Israelites, because we're better than this. All right, and the Lord's going to show us a new way. Matter of fact, let's get that. The Lord's going to show us a new way, a better way. A more excellent way, right? It says, Luke 5:38, but new wine must be put in new bottles, and both are preserved. No man having also drunk old wine straightway desireth new wine, for he saith the old is better, right? So we have to be put in we have to receive this new wine, which is this truth, all right? Which these scoffers, they don't want us to speak the names of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? This is why they come on there and talk about false prophets and shit, right? But these pimps and these pastors in the churches, right, that they mess with, right? They ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna say nothing about the LGBTQ, but we're wrong because we're teaching the words of the Most High, and we're speaking what the scriptures say, all right? Nobody else on this earth is teaching the truth. You see? Nobody else is teaching 100% truth. Only the men of the Lord. But yeah, you're going to be labeled, by these people, because they don't know shit. At the end of the day, they're emotional about the truth. If you were teaching white Jesus, or if you was up there smoking weed on, they wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't care. You see? But they're cool with this society. They're cool. They're cool with what's going on. They like to see you Negro Latinos destroyed. But it's cool though, because you going to, if you're an Edomite, you going into slavery, man. That's what the Lord said. All right, so you get mad all you want, man. You get mad all you want, okay? Because the Lord's going to make a more excellent way for the Negro, Latino, Native American man, all right? The Lord's going to make a more excellent way for the Negro, Latino, Native American man, all right? And you scoffing devils, you know what I'm saying? You're going to go straight into captivity, man. Nothing you could do. And if you're an Israelite, you're an agent, you one of these agents, you one of these disgruntled niggas that make fake pages and shit, the Lord is watching your ass too. All right, because a lot of these dudes be fake bots and shit, making accounts and all this different shit. The Lord is gonna deal with your ass, man. All right, whoever you may be, because a lot of these dudes be scoffers that we used to know and shit like that. A lot of these little bitch ass niggas that can't show their face and do nothing. They could never teach the word by themselves. They could never go out, but they want to be mad and shit at the men of the Lord. It's cool though. It's cool. Okay, it's cool. 1 Corinthians 12 and verse 31, it says, but covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet I'll show unto you a more excellent way, right? So the Lord's about to show us a more excellent way, man, out of this place, out of this, because this way of life that we've been taught here is nothing but bullshit, man. Under you cracker devil oppressors teaching us Christianity, which Christianity is bullshit. Talk about Jesus, white Jesus, God, and God loves everybody. That's not in the Bible, man. That's not in the scriptures. The Most High doesn't love all these nations. He created all the nations. He doesn't love them. The Lord said he hate Esau. Romans 9:13, right? It said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, right? But they never told you that when you was growing up. Why? Because they don't want you to know the truth. All right, so the truth is going to reign supreme, all right? And you scoffers, man, you could go to hell through the Spirit of the Lord. Shalak Rayam to you scoffers, all you scoffers, and all you weak-ass cave-dwelling devils. The Lord's going to deal with your ass, all right? You think this society, America, is going to continue forever? You clown, all right? The Lord's going to bring this place down just like he brought down Rome, okay? You could cry all you want, but it's not going to change shit. All right, so call I am La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash, death to the wicked, all right? And may the Lord recompense all our enemies, man, through the Spirit of the Lord. Shalak Rayam, wa Mashapatiyam, wa Arashim, wa Nashim, right? To you scoffing devils on the comment boards. Shalak Rayam to you and your families. May the Lord destroy you and your families, man. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom. Shalom.